葵がいない間に他の方法も調べてみたんだけど、どれも今から準備するには厳しいわ。
We gotta, right? We have the entire night to try and figure something out until the morning glory shows up. Aoi has searched for other ways to launch besides a winch or rubber cord, but she couldn't find something we could do in time. Even though the signs have come.
もうちょっと調べてみる。
Oh, there's such a time pressure. Okay, I'm counting on you. No sleep tonight, that's for damn sure. As I was saying that, I pulled out my phone to check for messages. No new messages was displayed on the screen. Oh, damn it, Kotori! Ever since then, I hadn't heard from Kotori. Had she already discussed it with her father? Since I hadn't heard anything, it probably meant nothing had been decided. But I decided to write a message to Kotori. I saw a sign just now. The morning glory is coming tomorrow morning. She'll definitely come back. Knowing that, I pressed send. Thank you, Asa-chan. Asa and Yoru came back, each holding a big shopping bag.
Oh, おかえり。おにぎりがあんまりなかったからサンドイッチを買ってきたわ。
Anything is good.
姉さんがおやつをたんまりと。ご苦労さん。
Thank you, girls. We are going to stay here tonight. The two of them go stock up for our siege.
そっちはどうですか？どれも今からじゃ厳しそう。ということは、今のところ残された方法はゴム柵だけってことね。
Okay. So our plan is probably get this glider from the gym storage room, right? Somehow break in there or find a secret opening or get a key, whatever. And then use the rubber cord to launch it. That's our plan. It's not the best plan, but it's all we have. Yoru looked devastated.
小鳥先輩はどうなったんでしょう。
Ageha looked at me. I shook my head to reply. I haven't heard anything yet.
モーニンググローリーがもう来ちゃうのに。
I know.
ひばりさんに頼んでみたらどうかな。モーニンググローリーが来てる間だけこっちに連れてきてほしいって。
Hopefully she'll be understanding. I'm going to wait a bit longer. If I don't hear back, I'll do that. If that sign was correct, the real thing was coming tomorrow morning. Even then, it would only be around for 2, maybe 3 hours.
けどそれもグライダーが飛べたらの話よ。機体もない、離陸もできないじゃ意味ないわ。だよね。皆さん、ご飯にしませんか？
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got a lot of work ahead of us. Can't do it on an empty stomach. Asa seemed to try to perk us up just as we were getting down. Yeah.
そういや、もうお腹ペコペコだわ。
Without realizing it, our normal mealtime had long since passed. Everyone started to take whatever they wanted out of the shopping bags. While waiting for her instant noodles, Ageha searched for a picture of the rubber towing cable found earlier in the day. A huge crowd of people pulled on the cord, and the glider rose only a few scant meters. Damn, we don't even have a huge crowd of people. That was a simple, light glider. Our two-seater would never be able to get in the air by this method. Everyone stared at the screen, half having given up.
これはなんだ？
Amane!
これはゴム柵栄光の。
Amane has showed up, yes! She probably saw the sky too and just like, you guys gotta be ready, right? You gotta be going for it. Our advisor showed up. All of a sudden, there was Amane peeking over Ageha's shoulder to see the computer screen. If someone has gotta have like an out-of-the-box idea to possibly launch the glider into the air, it's gotta be Amane. We gotta trust our genius, our tensai. Amane, when did you get here? Placing her helmet on the desk, she answered while looking at the screen.
さっきだ。入ってきても誰も気づかないから、ちょっとだけ傷ついたよ。
It's because you don't make your presence known. We had been staring at the screen so hard that we didn't even notice she'd arrived.
ゴム柵栄光。こんなやり方もあったのか。
Yeah, we've like resorted to caveman tactics, but that's all we got. That's all we have right now. That's our only hope. She seemed genuinely interested. I guess there are things that even she doesn't know. She began looking at all the resources Ageha had brought up.
なるほど。
Like, if somehow a Geha maybe like finds a way to utilize the rubber rope in a different method, it would she could be capable of doing that too, right?
面白いなこれ。でもこれじゃ私たちのグライダーは飛ばないな。
Or maybe not. My heart sunk as soon as the words came out of her mouth. If Amane Mochizuki says it's impossible, it's impossible.
どうした？暗い顔をして。
Well, the truth is, Amane doesn't know, right? I told Amane about the broken winch.
そうだったのか。
Fucking Tobioka, dude.
それで他の発行方法を探していたんです。
Amane began looking at the resources again. This time, she was serious. I guess it's nearly impossible? Fuck. Any other method you could think of, okay, Amane? Amane grunted at the screen. I guess it is impossible.
そういえば、小鳥はどうしたの?
Oh god, you've missed a lot, Amane. She spoke as if she had just remembered about her. A shocked look came across my face. That's right. With everything that had happened, I forgot to tell Amane about Kotori.
今日退院してくる予定だったよな。
She left a long time ago. Geha was looking worried. Oh, yeah. She didn't seem to have any major injuries. She seems good.
そうか。よかった。
But after that, I explained to her what had happened after Kotori left the hospital.
そんなことがあったのか。それでまだ連絡はないのかい?
Right. Nothing yet. Amane began looking worried again.
さっき予兆が見えただろ。それでこっちへ来てみたんだ。
I knew it. Of course, Amane saw it herself too.
きっと小鳥が飛ぶんだろうと思って。でもそうか。小鳥は飛べないのか。
I don't know. I haven't given up hope completely yet, but it seems very dire.
もし小鳥が無理でも飛ぶところを見せてあげたくていろいろ探してみたんですが。
GoPro. I'm telling you, GoPro. We were pretty much ready to give up.
残された方法はこのゴム柵だけということか。あ、滑走路にジャンプ台をつけるのはどうでしょう?
Oh, like a ramp, right? So it sort of goes up. That could kind of work, maybe. Asa suddenly spoke up. Everyone then turned their attention to her. Damn, Asa with the smart idea.
で引っ張りながらジャンプ台をグライダーがこう。
She began to explain with shaking hands. Basically, there would be a jump ramp on the runway, and the glider would be shot up the
う
ramp.
まくいけば少なくともこの動画よりは高く飛べそうね。
It will at least go in the air, right? I feel like that's the toughest part about this rubber band method. Just getting it to actually go up higher into the sky. That should work, technically. Amane shook her head, or theoretically rather.
加速が足りない。仮に5、6メートルくらいまで上がれたとしてもすぐに失速してしまう。ジャンプ台を登るために勢いも犠牲にしてるしね。
Ah, shit.
ダメですか。
Oh, that was a nice idea though, Asa. Don't feel bad.
ジャンプ台を作るのは今すぐ取り掛かればギリギリいけなくもないかな。
Fuck.
かなり無茶だけど。
Yeah, we would have to make one, and that costs time. Basically, the glider would have to go up at least 10 meters after it hit the ramp. If there isn't a strong lift right at the end of the jump ramp, there really is no point at all. Everyone was in deep thought.
上昇気流を発生させる方法があればいいわけか。
That, or have it go off the cliff? Maybe that would do something. Just as I had about given up, I had heard a clap of excitement come from Amane. That could kind of work off a cliff.
ああ、それでいいじゃないか。
Yeah, right? Because then you're just like, you instantly have created the height difference. Meaning that there's more air underneath it as well to lift it up, I assume? That could work. Everyone looked at her in confusion.
そうかそうか。何も滑走路から飛び立つ必要はないんだな。いやでも危ないんじゃ。
But how do you even pull it off the cliff? Do people like stand all the way at the edge of the cliff? And then, you know, they like, or they just pull at the rope, the rubber rope, all the way until they stand on the edge of the cliff. Then they release it. They all duck, and then it sort of flies over. Hopefully, not hitting them or killing them. That's really dangerous. Even if we were to start to fly like that, if we didn't have a lift at that point, what would happen? We'd crash. The drop would cause acceleration, but there was no way to rise after that. It'd be completely pointless. If the glider was still high enough after it accelerated, that would be fine, but that'd have to be from a really high cliff. Basically impossible. However, suddenly Amane spoke up. Really? She began nodding her head as if it had already been decided. What? I mean, okay, if Amane's got an idea, we'll roll with it. I trust her completely. Taking paper and a pen from Asa, Amane began to write furiously. She's doing the calculations. Hey, I don't weigh 100 kilograms. Oh, you mean us together, okay. Us together. The paper began to fill up with mathematical equations and diagrams. Even more paper. Asa laid down another sheet for Amane, who hadn't even lifted her head. Yoru grabbed a bundle of paper and plopped it down in front of Amane. It's kind of funny though, like she immediately came up with an idea and now making all these mathematical equations. Like, is it theoretically gonna work? Okay, this minus that over that, blah, blah, blah. I'm bad at math. Everybody stay back! Genius at work! Amane had an intense look of concentration on her face. This was exactly like the first time I met her, and she was staring at the drawing board. When she's like this, she'll even forget that she's hungry, and she's quite the eater. Of course, Yoru is the only one that actually remotely understands what Amane is writing down. Yoru was nodding along in agreement as she read through the sheets of paper Amane was producing. Then... the other genius is at work now too. Saying that, she sat down next to Amane and began scribbling out equations. Look at that! Even Yoru is helping us. Before she would always just sort of sit by the side. Now she's actually actively sitting down, doing the grind work. I couldn't believe my eyes. Huh? You're going to help? I don't know, man, but it seems like, you know, a crisis brings people together. Yeah, we've never seen Yoru actually do something like this, right? With everything, it's just like, whatever, I don't care. Unable to follow along with what was going on, we just watched in amazement. Alright, girls, you go. You got this. I'll just cheer you girls on. That's all I can do. Scribble, scribble, scribble. The scratching sound of both pens went on and on, almost without a single pause. Both Amane and Yoru kept on writing without saying a word. The way they were working, it almost seemed as if they were communicating in an entirely different language. We, that is Ageha, Asa, and myself, stayed back and had our own conversation. From what I heard from Akari, the glider should be in its gym storeroom. There's a sturdy lock on the door. It's not something you could just hit and break open. So we should be able to steal it back. Can we get like a buzzsaw or something like that? I hope not. I don't know. He's a crazy fucking dude, right? He would try to do anything in his power to prevent us from flying. But I don't think he would watch over the storeroom, like even during the night on a fucking vacation day. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it beside him, you know? He technically is capable of doing it, but I hope he doesn't. Without a winch, he'd think we can't fly. There's no way he's still worrying about us. With Amane working this hard, perhaps something might happen after all. Now all that's left is to take back the glider. Anchan, we need to call Anchan.
そこなのよね。あんちゃんに頼めれば楽なんだけど。
Yep, he's our only hope. This might be too much though. What we're doing could get us arrested if things don't go perfectly. Since we were students, the school would probably handle disciplining us. But that wouldn't be the case for An-chan. Everyone was already prepared to be punished by the school. If there was a way to fly, we'd do it. That's how we all felt. We could just move it like we did before. There's a bicycle with a wagon attached to the grocer's shop down at Kazami Shopping Street. You wanna bike it, dude? It would be difficult, but if we could load the disassembled glider onto the cart, someone could pedal while others pushed. We needed a way to do it without the teachers noticing us. Breaking the lock will be noisy. It'll definitely get us noticed.
なるべく音がしない方法で壊すしかないわね。鉄の子じゃ時間がかかりすぎるか。
Isn't there like a laser saw?
針金でこうコチョコチョっと。
No. It only works like that in cartoons. Yeah, just wiggle it a bit. The more we talked about different plans, the more realistic it seemed. The possibility of flying the morning glory. The glider was taken. Our winch was broken. Everything had seemed to be over, but no way, no fucking way, okay? We're gonna fight until the bitter end. Especially now that it's so close. Again, even so, there is still something missing. I still haven't heard from Kotori. Looking at the clock, I noticed it was just about to turn midnight. There was still time until it began, but it was getting late. I looked at my cell phone and continued to grow nervous.
Kotori, 遅いね。
Yep.
まだ連絡がないんですね。
Yeah. Did she read my message? I can't imagine she'd remain quiet if she knew that the signs had appeared. Yeah, she would fucking come crawling here if she could, okay?
初めて会った時からだけど、人に世話焼かせる子だよ。
That's because she's the youngest child. As I was responding with a laugh. My phone rang! It's Kotori, right? It's gotta be! It wasn't a message. It was a call. Hello? And then it's like a fucking telemarketer.
もしもし、葵くん？
Kanako!
花子だけど。
God damn it! Kanako? Please tell me you heard from Kotori somehow. Kanako?
さ、今ひばりさんが来てるんだけど。
Hibari!
葵くんに渡したいものがあるって言ってるから、悪いけど戻ってこられる？
I'm on my way right now. Yeah, I'll be right there. I closed my phone and stood up. I'll be right back. I'm just running. I ran up the hill panting. Why did Hibari come? Is Kotori with her? What did she want to give me? I was out of breath, but I ran on, fueled by my worries. I suddenly heard my cell phone ringing in my pocket. I had a message. I paused for a second and checked my phone. It was from Kotori. Oh god, what is it? The message had no title. Who gives a fucking title to a text message anyway? I hesitated for a moment and opened the message. I'm sorry I didn't call, but if I talk to you now, I'd probably go crazy. Go crazy? I almost dropped my cell phone. My hands were shaking so much. Does that mean that she hasn't found a way to get out of it? Steadying my phone with both hands, I continued to read. I talked with my father. I decided to go back to Tokyo. No! Kotori, you're fucking joking me, right? How? Didn't you read my previous text about the morning glory coming tomorrow morning? I'm going to take a break for the rest of summer vacation. I really want to stay in Kazagawa, but there's just no way I can keep worrying my parents like this. After reading that, I closed my eyes for a moment. At the same time, I felt both shocked and like I knew this was going to happen. Really? Spending this past year with you guys was really fun. It's one of my dearest memories. I wish I had made a photo album. I'm sorry that I caused so much trouble for you all. I want you to fly through the morning glory without worrying about me. That's the only thing I want right now. So, thank you for loving me, Aoi. Even though I'm going back to Tokyo, I won't forget you. No! Kotori! This can't fucking be happening! The message ended there. What? I held my phone as tightly as I could in my shaking hands. Its plastic casing began to creak. As soon as I snapped back to reality, I called Kotori. Come on, girl. Oh, fucking hell! She turned off her phone? Oh, her dad probably took out like the SIM card of her phone. What is going on? Why aren't you answering, Kotori? Or someone else wrote that fucking message for her, right? Or like, you know, her dad forced Kotori to write that message. I yelled without realizing it. Feeling overwhelmingly at a loss, I nearly flung my phone down at the ground. I would have fucking broken it already. Although that would be kind of stupid because then we'd have no way to contact her ever again. I managed to control myself and instead called a different number. Come on, answer. After calling a ridiculous amount of times, maybe 20 or so, someone finally answered the phone. Kotori! Yes! Yes, okay, we got through. Kotori! Girl, what's going on? You can't be serious, right? Kotori! Hearing Kotori's voice after what felt like ages, I felt relieved. I'd called Hibari's home phone number. Since Kotori answered the phone, it means that she's still there. I read your mail. What happened? Talk to me, talk to me. What? Oh god, really? Your mother collapsed? Huh? Oh god, seriously? Her mother collapsed because she was worrying so much about Kotori? I'm not saying that's impossible, but like, come on. My mind went blank for a moment. Because this gives us like now zero reason to say like, yeah, fuck that, right? We can't say that, that'd be cruel. Like if her mother's actually worrying so much to the point about her daughter, to the point where she actually collapsed? Like, who are we to say like, yeah, forget about that, come fly with us tomorrow? We can't. I only asked her what happened, albeit in a strong tone, but she seemed to understand what I was talking about. How is she doing? Really? Come on. Like, I'm so tired of them playing the blame game over something that happened like how many years ago, right? Like it doesn't fucking matter anymore. It's not right. I almost said that. However, right now, those words would not console her. I mean, it's not like she's entirely wrong, but still. See, that's the thing. She doesn't want to go home, but she feels forced to go home. This sucks so much because like fuck. She wants to stay here, right? She wants to do the things with us, but she can't. That's the sucky part about it. She can't even choose what she wants. But you... And I can't fault her for this, because a lot of people would do the same. Hell, probably I would too. Could you do that? Quit school, go back home, and then live like that? I was only answered with silence. After a moment, she sighed. Yeah, you've changed as a person. You've evolved. Kotori 2.0.
逃げ帰ろうとしてるわけじゃない。だって今の私にはたくさんいい思い出があるもん。葵と出会って、アゲハや朝や夜やアムネちゃんや飛び嘘のみんなや、学校にもたくさん友達ができて、楽しいこともいっぱいあった。彼氏ができて、普通の女の子みたいな恋愛もした。
But then why? Oh god. Like, and this is what she has to give up, right? Just to stay at home, just so that she doesn't have to worry her parents. This is what she's giving up.
それに空だって飛んだわ。それ全部葵たちと出会ってなかったら一生得られなかったかもしれないものばかり。
Just the sucky thing about this is that just no choice feels right, because no matter what she chooses, she's going to disappoint someone, or someone's going to be sad or mad or whatever, right?
もう十分よ。
But those memories don't have to be over, Kotori. But there's still one thing you want to do, right? One really big thing. I mean, you can just go back tomorrow, right? Let's do this thing. Let's do the morning glory. Let's accomplish all of your goals. And then end, if you really want to go back home, if you really feel forced and compelled to because of your family situation, then go back on a high note after completing the final thing that we wanted to do, all of us together. Did you read the message? We saw the signs. It's coming. In only a few hours, the morning glory is coming.
それは私には過ぎた夢だから。
It doesn't have to be. No, it isn't.
あるの？
Ugh. What are you talking about? You can fly now. You can do it on your own.
一人じゃまともにお風呂にも入れないのに。
What are you talking about? You flew before on your own earlier.
空を飛べるのだってみんながいてくれるからよ。私一人じゃ飛べないわ。
Yeah, but nobody can do anything ever all by themselves, okay? Everybody has a support structure of friends, family, whatever surrounding them. Don't be scared or afraid that you got help. It doesn't make it any less of an accomplishment. You can fly alone. Once you're in that cockpit by yourself, you can fly that fucking thing, okay? Kotori, I couldn't believe it. She was throwing away everything we worked for. All of our good times together. She was acting as if they never happened. Tears welled in my eyes as frustration coursed through my heart.
葵と過ごせた1年間、本当に楽しかった。
Please.
私にとってきっと一生の宝物だよ。
This just sounds like goodbye, right?
だからもう十分なの。
How is this enough? This is not enough. It's not enough, Kotori. It's not even close to being enough. My sobbing began to come out through my voice. When did I start crying?
葵は飛んで
Not without you. I can't fly without
ソーリン
you.
ググローリーを見上げることは私にもできるから。
She laughed a little. I could tell she was trying her best to be strong. Or perhaps that was the last thing she thought she could wish for. I noticed she had hung up. No. Alright, Hibari is here. Fuck. What's Hibari got for us?
おかえりなさい。遅かったね。
Underwear senpai.
どうしたの？顔真っ青だけど。
I might as well have seen a ghost. I'm fine. Where's Hibari?
小鳥ちゃんの部屋にいる。
Oh, she's in her room? Why? Hibari. Entering Kotori's room, I saw Hibari packing. Oh god, that's why, of course.
水瀬さん。
Taking one look at me, Hibari seemed to instantly know what was going on. She quietly closed the cardboard box packed with Kotori's textbooks. You put those books right back.
これだけなんですね。
Put them back right now, Hibari. Hibari spoke in a whisper as she looked at the few small cardboard boxes that contained all of Kotori's things. They were mostly filled with clothes and everyday items. The rest had textbooks in them. Aside from the stuffed animals that had been on the bed, Kotori didn't have much personal stuff. She said having lots of stuff was mostly a hassle. Hibari seemed extremely sad. I completely understood. Having only a few things made Kotori's own existence seem somewhat small. Hibari was silent. Tears began to form in her eyes. Then why are you doing this? Don't you think that she should at least have some say herself in what she wants, right? Rather than being forced to do something.
私はやっぱりグライダーに乗ることは反対よ。あんな事故にあって足が動かなくなってしまったのに、まだ空を飛びたいだなんて。私は小鳥ちゃんがグライダーから降りてくるのを見たとき、心臓が止まるかと思ったわ。でも小鳥ちゃんは飛んだんですよね。
Yeah, she flew like 20 times before this, if not more. Yeah, she wasn't scared at all. Even I was surprised by that. If she was nervous about being up in the sky, Kotori didn't show it at all.
私、今でも水瀬さんたちに感謝しているし、風ヶ浦に来てよかったんだって思っています。
Yeah, we just opened her up for you, you know, changed her as a person. Now you take her quite back, like, oh, we like this Kotori now. You can come back, Kotori.
小鳥ちゃんがまた元気になってくれたんだもの。それに、もし小鳥ちゃんが皆さんと同じ夢を見られるのなら応援してあげたい。
But
お父さんも本当はそう思っているはずなんです。
then why are they taking her away from us, huh? Saying that, she closed her eyes. It almost seemed as if she was praying that what she said was the truth.
でも、もし今ここに残れば、今度こそ家族はバラバラになってしまうかもしれない。
I heard your mother isn't doing well.
ただの貧血だろうと言っていました。母はもともとあまり体が丈夫じゃなくて。私が実家へ連絡した時、小鳥ちゃんの事故を先に知ったのは母だったんです。その時、父は仕事で電話に出られなくて、病院で父が一晩寄り添って少し良くなったと聞いています。
Well, that's good. Oh, considering Kotori's condition, my mother already had to worry more about her than most mothers would. So to hear about the accident, and that it was a glider accident, must have been a huge shock. Isn't there any way that Kotori could stay? Something other than having to quit her school? I was getting agitated and my tone was becoming less kind. However, Hibari only shook her head at me.
父も母も小鳥ちゃんと一緒に暮らすことを強く望んでいます。
Fuck.
将来どうなるかは分かりませんが、今すぐには。
But she has things she wants to do. Not just this year, but her entire future. What is going to happen to her? Saying this to Hibari wouldn't change anything, but I still couldn't help saying it. An awful silence surrounded us. Suddenly, the little door within the door opened, and in came a duck. Hat. Come on, Hat, talk some sense into her. Maybe you're able to convince her somehow. Hat entered the room and waddled over to Hibari's feet.
Hatto-chan.
Hibari kneeled down and patted Hat's back. Kotori hasn't come back, so he's been searching the dorm for her. Aw, poor Hat. Hat always does that on days Kotori is late coming home.
そう。小鳥ちゃんからのことづてで、ハットちゃんをよろしくと言っていました。
Oh, he doesn't like me. Hat doesn't like me. You don't have to worry about him. Sure, he'd be lonely, but if you left him alone, he'd find food just fine.
強いのね、ハットちゃんは。
Of course, he's a strong, independent duck that need no other duck. Hat seemed to enjoy Hibari's petting him. What's going to happen to Kotori
今
now?
夜はうちで預かって明日の朝父が迎えに来ることになっています。退学などの手続きは全て父が行いますので、もうここへは。
Can I see her one more time before she goes? Just one last time. Please. Hibari, please let me see her. Hibari stopped petting Hat. Standing up, she pulled something out of her
こ
bag.
れを水瀬さんにって。
What is it? Huh? She handed me Yasuka's navigation diary. Oh
もう
shit.
自分が持っておくべきものじゃないからって。
That means that she's completely given up, hasn't she? No.
水瀬さん？
Huh? Oh, yeah.
それとこれも。
What else? With a strange look on her face, Hibari handed me the thing she was talking about. What is this?
わかりません。水瀬さんに渡してほしいって。
Huh? Oh, it was a paper airplane. Oh my god. That's how we first met, right? She sent out that paper airplane, I found it, caught it, brought it back to her, fixed her wheel. It was a completely normal paper airplane. I quickly unfolded it, but there was nothing written on the paper.
荷物は後日引き取りに来ますので、それまで置いておいていただけませんか？
Okay. With my head hung low, Hibari looked at me with a bit of worry in her
あの
eye.
子が東京へ戻ったら連絡があると思います。
Yeah, but Tokyo's so fucking far away.
それまでそっとしておいてあげてください。
Saying that in an apologetic tone, Hibari left. For a moment, I couldn't move from where I stood. A sudden exhaustion came over me. I did not have the energy to combat it. I threw myself onto the bed. My eyes glanced over at the flight diary I had received earlier. She said she didn't have any reason to hold on to this any longer. This notebook was pretty much Kotori's starting point. After finding it in his room, she then started discovering the glider and flew herself. Returning it meant that Kotori was saying she had made up her mind. She's given up completely. Rather, she was throwing it all away. All of her feelings for the sky. I searched through every page of the notebook to see if she had left a message somewhere. I couldn't find anything anywhere. The notebook was exactly as it was before. I looked at the last page. The things I want to do list. Even looking now, there were some ridiculous things written. One was skip school. It seemed like she had done that one yesterday by accident. Oh, she's done that plenty of times. Skip school times 20 or something. Only the top item, fly through the passage of clouds, was left unchecked. Even though that could happen tonight, or it will for certain happen.
やりきれないね。
Kanako. Looking up to see who spoke, I saw Kanako in the doorway. Just as she had said, I was completely frustrated. She had probably heard me and Hibari talking. Kanako came into the room and sat down next to me. She picked up Hat and put him on her lap. Alright, are we secretly gonna transition into Kanako route now? She's like, alright, we've given up on Kotori. Time to do Kanako.
昔さ、いとこがインコを飼ってたのね。
I'm still kind of like waiting for a visual novel route to sort of do that, to kind of like trick you, you know? Oh yeah, you're doing this character's route, and then some shit happens and you actually like, you know, when it looks like you're going for that character, nope, you actually go for another one. I think I mentioned that in like another visual novel too. I feel like that could be kind of funny and interesting. I've never seen it done though, although I haven't played all the visual novels there are, and there are fucking a lot, okay? Like a lot. Only like less than 10%, maybe less than 5% is actually translated into English. Fucking crazy how many there are in Japan. Is that so?
それがすんごい可愛くてさ。私、その子に会うのが楽しみで、いとこの家にしょっちゅう遊びに行ってたわけ。 インコって結構賢くてさ、飼い主に懐くのよ。指や肩に乗ったりね。知ってた？
I mean, we had parakeets when I was little, like outside. Huh. I wasn't sure why Kanako was talking about parakeets, but I just quietly listened.
ある時、いとこが新しいインコを買ってきたんだよね。一匹だけじゃ寂しいだろって。私も早速見に行ったわけよ。いやー、あの時はテンション上がったな。まだ子供だって言うからさ。
Huh. Okay, what the fuck is the point of the story about parakeets?
でさ、見ちゃったわけ。羽を切るところを。
What? Cutting the feathers? What? Kanako grabbed some of Hat's feathers and flicked them around like a haircut?
インコを飼う時って羽を切るのよ。先っちょをほんの少しだけね。全部の飼い主がそうしてるわけじゃないみたいだけど。
That is like a haircut. Why in the world would you...
私もそう思ったわ。どうして？ひどいって。そしたら急にインコがかわいそうに思えてきて、いとこのうちに遊びに行かなくなっちゃった。
That is pretty terrible. I mean, it's weird. I feel like it's weird to do, but it's not like an awful thing to do. If you only just cut the hair, like you're not hurting it, right? I imagine.
って思っちゃうよね。
But I don't see the point in it. I feel like it's just completely useless to do that unless you just want to style your parakeet somehow.
で、それからだいぶしてもうちょっと大きくなってからそうしなきゃいけない理由があることを知ったのよ。
Oh, there is? Really? What's that?
そうしないと部屋で話した時勢いよく飛びすぎて天井や壁にぶつかっちゃうらしいのよ。
Oh, okay.
物が崩れたりもしてインコの怪我のもとになる。それに窓から飛び出していっちゃうこともよくあるし。
I mean, some of our parakeets escaped. I remember that.
ほら、たまに見かけるでしょ。インコ探してますの張り紙。
I'm pretty sure that whoever put out flyers for missing parakeet will never ever, like, you know, oh yeah, dude, I saw your parakeet. Nobody's gonna find their parakeet back, okay? Once it flew out of your house or just it's gone, it's fucking gone, okay? It went back to the jungle or something. I hadn't seen any recently, but just like I had seen them for missing dogs, I'd seen a few for parakeets as
羽を
well.
切ってても少しくらい飛べるし、人に飼われて暮らすならその方が暮らしやすいんだよね。要は飛べなくするんじゃなくて、世界の狭さに合わせたサイズに羽を調節するわけ。
Okay, I see. I had no idea what that was a part of keeping a parakeet. Cutting a feather sounded awful, but I guess it's a bit like keeping a collar on a dog.
今でも時々考えてしまうのよ。さて、どっちが幸せなのやらってね。
For the parakeet, right? There are probably some that are happier that way, and some that
懐い
aren't.
てる飼い主に可愛がられて、たらふく餌を食って、天敵に襲われない安全な場所でぬくぬく眠れて。
Sounds pretty good, right?
幸せなんじゃないかって思うんだけどね。けど、聞けないじゃん。インコの本音なんてさ。
True. True, what if that parakeet that we have, you know? That seems to have like a cushy, nice, awesome life? But what if that's not what he wants? What if he wants to fly out into the sky, have freedom? Right. She commented to Hat how he couldn't fly to begin with. She placed him on the floor and stood up. Yeah, that doesn't apply to you, Hat. You're forced to stay here.
聞けたらいいんだけどね。インコの気持ち。
She left the room looking frustrated. The parakeet's feelings. Is she telling me to ask Kotori's feelings? I can at least look up at the sky. Is that really what Kotori felt? Even if it was that all that she felt? I don't know. At any rate, it seems that Kotori had already decided her future.
お疲れ様です先輩。
ああ、別に疲れてないぞ。
But you're working hard and good for us.
夜、
Like a true advisor would. Screw you, previous advisor.
何ですか？ここは任せてもいいかな。私は外を見てくる。
What's she gonna do?
ええ、そうしてください。
She's gonna look at the cliff or something?
葵先輩、遅いですね。
I'm trying my best, okay?
でも心配ないよ。必ず戻るって言ってたじゃん。
はい。糖分が足りない。姉さん、チョコ。
Holy shit! Is it me or is this like the first like actual emotion that we've seen from Yoru? She always just seems so like not caring at all. This is the first time where she actually shows like a tiny hint of emotion. Holy crap! She wants chocolate, alright?
はいはい、ただいま。ありがとう。
And back to her normal self.
あの人、すごいわね。
Ah, suddenly impressed with Amane senpai now, huh? Before, when you first met her, you were like, ah, whatever, she's not that good, she's not that great. Now she's like, oh my god, senpai's amazing!
あまねさん？私、自分より頭いい人、初めて見た。本当に天才なのかもしれない。
Oh, wait, she actually is? Because we always see that silly side of her, right? Which kind of like brings her genius level like a bit lower, in our eyes at least.
どうなの？いけそう？
ええ、多分。あの人が外でちょうどいい場所を見つけてきてくれたら。ただ、まだ裏付けは完璧じゃないわ。休憩終わり。もう一頑張り。
Okay.
あ、葵先輩。
I'm back.
葵！
Not with good news though. Without quite realizing it, I had returned to the secret base where everyone was waiting. Ageiha ran up to me as soon as I came in.
こっちはいけそうだよ、葵。そっちはどうだった葵？
Saying nothing, I handed over Isuka's navigation diary.
何これ？
You know what it is. She said she didn't have any reason to hold on to this any longer.
それってどういう？
She's given up. She's decided to quit school in the middle of summer vacation.
今、なんて。
After hearing about Kotori's accident, her mother collapsed. She said she doesn't want to worry her parents anymore. She said she's done. As I spoke, I could feel tears welling up in my eyes. I took a deep breath to pull myself together. Where's Amane? I was planning to give Isuka's diary to her. It wasn't something I should be holding on to myself.
今、外に出てる。
Okay. I'll go look for her. A strong wind was blowing outside. Due to its shape, strong winds often blow on Windmill Hill. That wasn't the reason this time. When the morning glory appears, the airstream becomes turbulent, and strong winds will blow. Looking at the sky, I still couldn't see the cloud formation, although it was clear it was coming. I sat down on the grass. I had no real intention of going to look for Amane. I just couldn't stay in there. I had to get out. The wind ran noisily up the grassy plain. This is where it all began. I came back home after becoming unable to ride my bicycle. And the first time I came to this hill, I met Kotori. Her wheelchair had a flat tire, and I helped her. That's how it started. A year has passed since then. We lived together as each other's sky-gazing partner. We argued that we always looked up at the same sky. Please don't get her all wrapped up in your normal person dreams. Why did her father have to say that bullshit? He says that, not even knowing what his daughter feels when she looks up at the sky, yeah. How does he even know what her dreams are, huh?
私、飛びたい。 モーニンググローリーを雲の回廊を渡りたい。そうしたら取り戻せる気がするの。未来が。そう、未来。私がなくした一番大きなもの。もしモーニンググローリーを飛べれば取り戻せる気がするの。
Then why did you give up on Kotori? Oh god. Could Kotori find happiness by going back to her parents' home? Giving up on her dream? Throwing away her future? There's no way she'd be happy. I wish I could bring her back right now. But that would completely disrupt Kotori's family. Who gives a shit about her family? This is my family's problem. If I don't go home, my family would entirely fall apart. I couldn't let that happen. Kotori had decided which one of those things was more important. I mean, I don't blame her for picking her family, of course not. Without any trouble, she chose her family. I just want her to come back. Although I guess that just means I'm being selfish. I looked down at the paper airplane that I was given along with Asuka's navigation diary. It was a completely normal paper airplane. There was nothing special about how it was made. There was nothing written anywhere. She had given up on flying, but not the desire to fly. Was that the message? I picked up the paper airplane and threw it. It quietly glided through the night sky. It fortunately missed a head-on wind, then proceeded to fly towards the hill's bottom and disappeared into the darkness. It flies well. Kotori definitely made it, She definitely could fold a mean paper airplane. As I was complimenting the paper airplane, I saw someone coming up from the foot of the hill. It was Amane. She was holding the paper airplane in her hand. Hey. Now I know how now Kotori feels back then, right? She threw that paper airplane for help. Maybe us subconsciously also threw that paper airplane just now for help, and in comes Amane. She came over near me and stared out at the lake at the bottom of the hill. Yeah. We are? You did it, Amane? I mean, I'm partly happy, you know, because I personally wanted to fly the Morning Glory too, but it sucks to do it without Kotori. I wonder... I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is. Without realizing it, I'd begun complaining. Amane gave me a perplexed look. I still hadn't told her about Kotori. Of course she'd be confused. Sorry, I'm rambling. Forget it. Huh?
それを決められるのは自分だけだ。だってそうだろ？誰かにとって正しくても他の誰かにとって間違ってるってことはたくさんあるんだ。だから僕は僕にとって何が正しいか他人に決められるのなんてごめんだね。
So you're kind of telling me to be selfish.
迷った時は自分の心に耳を澄ませるといい。あんたの正しい答えはそこにある。
Oh, I know. I know what my heart's saying. Well... I stared blankly at the poetry coming out of Amane's mouth.
イスカが私に言った言葉だ。
Oh, really? I thought like, wow, that was actually very deep for Amane. She's never said things like this before. And like, that's actually what Asuka said.
驚いたよ。それまで私はどんな問題にも正しい答えは一つだと思っていたから。天才だろ、イスカは。
Yeah, seems like it.
だから君も自分の心に耳を傾けるといい。
Listen to my heart.
私はバカだから 今もあまり上手にできないんだけどな。
Sounding embarrassed as she spoke, Amani handed the paper airplane to me.
さて、フライトプランを練り直すか。
She stood up and headed off to the secret base. As I watched her walk away, a light went on in my head. Suddenly, I remembered everything from that moment. The first time I met Kotori. Whoosh! She threw that paper airplane. A white paper airplane had gently flown over my head. It was almost as if one of the windmill blades detached and flew through the air. I picked it up, climbed up the hill, and then... there was our angel. Oh, our angel without legs. Our angel in a wheelchair. But our angel nonetheless. I met her. A girl in a wheelchair with a sense of innocence about her. She was staring wistfully up at the sky as the wind came and blew her long hair. She ran her fingers through it. A black-haired girl in a white blouse sat with a scenery of windmills and a blue sky surrounding her. It was like looking at a painting. So it got to you. As she said that, tears began to well in her eyes. She had thrown a paper airplane. What did she say then? That way, someone might get my SOS and come here for me. I was her savior. I rescued her. SOS. Wait! Is she telling us to come rescue her with this paper airplane? Is that her message? That paper airplane back then was her SOS. Right now, she's also given us a paper airplane. Ah, my body trembled. I looked at the perfectly plain paper airplane. Could this really be an SOS? Was this Kotori calling out for help? It probably wasn't. No, it definitely is, dude. I want to believe that it is so. Since I want to see her so badly, I'm probably connecting the dots in my head. However, if she is, I'm too late. I stood up and ran into the opposite direction of the secret base. I'm coming for you. I pulled out my cell phone as I ran.
Aoi?
Can I ask you to get the glider ready? Just do it, just do it. I'm going to get Kotori. Okay, huh? I'm gonna rescue her. Okay. As soon as I hung up, I called Anchan. Come on, Anchan, pick up. Nope, he's not picking up. I decided to hang up and make a different call. Who do we call? Mabo? Akari? Oh, Hibari. Yeah, hello, Hibari. I'm coming to your house right now and taking her with me. Sorry for calling so late. This is Aoi. Is Kotori there? I asked her almost completely out of breath. Hibari was deathly silent. What? He took her away? I thought he was coming tomorrow. Oh my god. When was this? Where does the car go? Which direction? I see. Thanks. Before hanging up, I remembered there was something else I had to talk about. Can you come here now? Yeah, Bari, get your butt over here. Yes. I want you to see what Kotori was aiming for. Please. Whether or not Kotori flies, I want her sister to see. I wanted her to see what Kotori, what all of us were after. You have to see it, Hibari. I guess that didn't work. Anchan didn't seem to be answering. I thought I'd ask him to use his car. Taxis don't run at this hour in the countryside. Guess there's only one thing left to do. Is it this thing? Is it this glorious thing here on the right? Yep, there it is. Just to be safe, I left a message for Anchan. When I was ready, put a hand on my partner that I've been maintaining every day. Alright, buddy. Let's do this. I've been buffing you, cleaning you, maintaining you for the whole year, just for this moment. Are you ready, my precious bike?
Aoi が小鳥を迎えに行くって。
本当ですか？
Yep.
小鳥のことは葵に任せておけばいいと思う。必ず連れてきてくれるはずだから。
ただいま。ちょうどいいところに。どうでしたか？
ああ、バッチリだ。となると、
あとはグライダーですね。
そっちは私が行ってくるわ。
I'm counting on you, Ageha.
朝ちゃんは発行準備の方をお願い。人手がいるから適当に集めてきて。
Are we really doing it with the rubber thingy? Partly, right?
ああ、あとライトも必要だ。懐中電灯か何かを一緒に集めてくれ。ラジャーです。
ここからが正念場よ。忙しくなるぞ。
I sprinted down a southward bound road next to the lake. There was no way they could have gone 100 kilometers. No reason to preserve my leg strength. I was about 30 kilometers to where I had to go. I couldn't go my full speed, but I was still going very fast. If I couldn't catch Kotori there, I wouldn't be able to go after them anymore. That place was Sazanamiobashi Bridge, located directly south of here. The giant bridge was connected to an island in the middle of the lake, making it look like some sort of undulating wave. Even ignoring the beautiful landscape, due to its convenience, any Tokyo-bound car would definitely take that route. I calculated how much time I had left. It wouldn't take an hour to get to the bridge from Hibari's house. Since it was late at night, they could be speeding, but I doubt Kotori's father would be that dangerous. Considering how careful he is with his daughter, right? Instead, he was very likely obeying the speed limit and driving safely. It was about 30 kilometers to the bridge from the dorm. I was much closer than they were. If I hurry, I can catch up with them. I pedaled as hard as I could. This is like one of those magical love moments, you know? In movies. Mabo, be fucking useful again. Hotaru-chan!
おっせえよ。何やってたんだよ。
これ用意してたら遅くなっちゃって。
ガスバーナー。お前それで何する気だ？
What do you think? What do you think, bro?
決まってんでしょ。鍵を焼き切るんだよ。
焼き切るんだよ。じゃねえよ。危ねえ女だな。
何言ってるのよ。叩き壊すより野蛮じゃないし、音も小さくて済むでしょうが。
いいのか、ホタル。こんなことに首突っ込んで。
青兄たちのためだから。
See, even Hotaru is willing to risk herself for this.
まあ、そういう俺も巻き込まれてるしな。
Sure, you're just a sheep, Masatsugu. Just because Hotaru said yes.
さあ行くよ。時間がもったいない。葵たちが戻ってくる前に準備整えなきゃいけないんだから。
というわけなんです、皆さん。ご協力をお願いします。おお、ついに飛ぶのね。どうしますか、ゆかさん。
Come on, girls. I took care of you for like an entire year. Yeah, that was my part as the, dorm mother, but still. You can do this for me, right? For us, for all of us.
もちろん手伝わせてもらいます。
Yes!
そのために早めに帰ってきたんですもの。
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
私もいいよ、朝ちゃん。ありがとうございます、皆さん。
Oh my god, everyone and everything is finally coming together.
いやー、みんなにメールしといてよかったわ。それと、懐中電灯か何か。手で持てる明かりがあると嬉しいんですけど。どんなのでもいいの？はい、なるべく明るいもので。それならあれがあるじゃないですか、ゆかさん。
What is it?
あれ？あれでよければ余ってるけど。夏の野外ライブが雨で中止になっちゃいましたもんね。
Concert?
そうなのよ。あの時は本当に悔しかったわ。私がどれだけ楽しみにしていたか。
Do they have like a huge spotlight?
朝ちゃん、人でこれだけで足りるの？ なんだったらもっと呼べるけど。本当ですか？できればあと数人くらいは。
Like, the more the better, the more the better. Just get as many people as possible.
連絡も回してみるね。
Yes. Kanako's the only one that actually has friends outside of the people we know here.
ああ、けど夜遅いし、大丈夫なんですか？
Of course, Underwear Senpai. Her name's Underwear Senpai. Don't underestimate her.
多分ね。
Don't underestimate the power of the
に
pantsu.
飛ぶって言ったらみんな来ると思うよ。そうなんですか？みんな結構期待してたからね。すごいことをやろうとしてるみたいだって。うんうん。やっぱロマンがあるもんね。空飛ぶのって。みんな頑張ってたから。
This is beautiful.
皆さん。
I know, right? This is so touching. All of this for us.
もしもし、あかりちゃん？ごめん、寝てた？え、起きてた？うん、そう、それ。察しがいいね。うひひ、さてはお主。
Come, Kamakari. Mabo's waiting for you.
風がどんどん強くなってる。
That's a good sign.
これは計算した以上だな。あんまり風速がありすぎるとかえって離陸が難しくなるんじゃ。そりゃあそうだな。みんなうまくやってくれてるかしら。大丈夫さ。きっとうまくいくよ。
You gotta believe. You gotta have faith.
みんないい子たちだからな。根拠になってませんが。けど私もそんな気がします。
小鳥、寝てていいんだよ。
Shut up, Dad. Dad's car drove quietly through the night roads. The destination was Tokyo, my home.
すまないな、こんな時間に。少しでも早く母さんに会わせたかったんだ。
Sure, I'm pretty sure he's actually scared that I was coming to get her. I'm pretty sure he's kind of expecting this and like, oh shit, I gotta get her out of here as fast as possible.
今から帰ればちょうど朝には戻れるだろう。
分かってるよ。私も早くお母さんに会いたい。
母さん、小鳥が帰ったらきっとすぐに元気になってごちそうを作ってくれるぞ。小鳥は何が食べたい？
オムライスかな。
コロッケじゃないのか。小鳥好きだっただろう。
No, they remind her too much of me now.
コロッケはね、自分で作れるようになったから。
Oh, that too.
今度は私がお母さんに作って食べさせてあげたい。
Yeah, she makes delicious croquettes.
おお、それは楽しみだな。もちろんお父さんの分もあるんだろ。
No, fuck you, Dad.
どうしよっかな。なんて。
He was laughing. It seemed to be coming from the heart. It wasn't forced at all. He was genuinely happy. That made me a little happier. That makes her feel like she's doing the right thing right for her family. Our little chit-chat was over as quickly as it started. All I heard was the awful sound of the tires against the asphalt. I opened my cell phone to try to distract myself from the silence. I saw a sign just now. The morning glory is coming tomorrow morning. She's only reading it just now? I stared blankly at the message. It was the last one I got from the person I love.
おお、
Guess what, baby?
危ないな。深夜だからって無茶な運転をして。
That's me, right?
大丈夫か、小鳥。
平気。
ああいう輩がいるから交通事故がなくならないんだ。まったく。
窓開けていい？
エアコンが強かったかい？
そうじゃないの。風に当たりたいだけ。
I look at the sky. Or she wants to feel how hard the wind is, right? After opening the window, I looked up at the sky. It was completely black. In that black sky, though, I knew the passage of clouds was slowly but surely being made. A sign. The morning glory sign. The sky I had been longing for all this time. If I was in this town for just one more day, no, just tomorrow morning, I would be able to see it. However, this car was taking me further and further away from Kazagawa every second.
今どのあたり？
もう少ししたらさざ波大橋が見えてくる。ほら、前に通った大きな橋、覚えてないか？
ああ、あの綺麗な橋。
A large bridge that spanned over a lake. That was the exit out of Kazagawa. Soon I'd be leaving the town that I grew to love so much. Could you do that? Quit school, go back home, and live like that. That's Aoi. We've seen him in a couple of CG images, but it's just weird to actually look at him like this. Can you, Kotori? Can you? A chill went down my spine as I remembered those words. That was the cruelest thing that he ever said to me. It didn't matter when he said it to me, today or even a year ago. Either way, it was the cruelest thing.
ねえ、お父さん。
なんだい？
なんでもない。
No, Kotori. Just say it, speak your mind. I'm completely different from a year ago. Look at that memory. Me and you together biking. Our very first kiss. Do you remember that, Kotori? That's us. The first iteration. Our iteration of the Soaring Club. I have tons of memories now. In my heart, there was an album of memories of all the days I spent with everyone. There might be no future for me there, but I can relive those moments just by opening that album. But is that good enough? So I'll be fine. I have to do this, because if I don't, Mom and Dad will... No! She's crying. Kotori.
私頑張ったんだよ。お父さん。
Just tell him how you feel, Kotori.
頑張って上手になって、本当にグライダーを操縦したんだよ。
ああ。
何百メートルも高いところに上がって、それですごく楽しかったんだよ。
楽しいことならまた見つかる。もっと安全な遊びが。違うん
だよ。そうじゃないの。
You can't replace something that you're passionate about that easily.
グライダーで飛ぶ楽しさは他じゃ変えられないんだよ。
We've had the same conversation over and over. My father just continued to drive quietly with a sad look on his face.
ほら、見えてきたぞ。あの橋が。
Where's the bridge? Where am I?
お願い、お父さん。
小鳥。
He looked at me again with sad eyes.
辛いだろうけれど、それは今だけだ。向こうで暮らせば、きっとすぐ忘れられる。
Yeah, because she'll get even more depressed. I wonder, could I really throw away my dreams and live like nothing had happened?
友達だって向こうでまたできるさ。
The car slowly carried me over the bridge. Once I crossed it, there'd be no going back. I was leaving the town that I once hated, the town that I now loved. Suddenly, I saw something in a side mirror. Is it me? It's gotta be us, right? Here we go. Come on, Aoi! Yes! Is that a bicycle?
お父さん、止めて。
え？なんだって？
いいから止めて、お願い。
Stop the fucking car, Dad!
バカを言うな。こんなところで一体どうして？
お父さん。
Fucking listen to your daughter, dude! Just a little more. I was almost at the top of the hill. Once I got there, a long downhill ride was waiting for me, a reward, right? The bicycle was in good condition, but my legs weren't. The tailwind that was helping me move was some sort of miracle. Only a bit more! Come on! It took more time than I had thought, but if I just make it up to the top... Finally, I reached the peak of the hill. I tried to catch my breath as I pedaled across the flat hilltop. After about 10 meters or so, I'll be going downhill. Here we go! I could suddenly see it right before my eyes. The wide lake and the bridge going right across it. There it is! I picked up my pace. Come on! Using energy I did not know my body still had, I pedaled down the hill. I stooped forward, and the bicycle accelerated. Downhill. Tearing down through the wind was an incredible thrill. I knew I'd probably die if I fell, but I wasn't scared. On my way down the hill, I passed a slow-moving car. This was a car that had passed me going uphill just a few minutes ago. I kept pedaling. The bicycle kept accelerating. The bridge begins at the bottom of the hill, and there they are! Kotori! Perfect timing, yes! The familiar station wagon passed through an intersection, only a mere 30 meters ahead of me. Final sprint, come on dude! The hill ended. I pedaled across the flat land after the station wagon. Kotori! I pushed with every ounce of my body and put my bicycle in front of the station wagon. I drifted across. I could hear the brakes squeal as the car came to a halt. As soon as I saw it stop, I hit the brakes on my bicycle, and then my bicycle fell to the ground, and I went with it. I laid upon the asphalt, trying to catch my breath. Are we seriously like lying on the floor? On the ground?
君、大丈夫か?
Kotori's father got out of the car. I pulled my body up, struggling to stand on my shaking knees.
君は?
Yeah, you know it's me, motherfucker. Kotori-chan! Kotori! Seeing her face, a feeling of relief came over me that nearly sent my knees buckling down again. Her father came over to help me up, but I grabbed the bridge handrail and lifted myself up before he could. I don't need your help, sir! Kotori looked at me, completely unable to believe what was right before her eyes. I pulled a crumbled piece of paper that until moments ago was in the shape of an airplane, and showed it to Kotori. I saw your SOS. Of course it worked! Yes! I knew it! Kotori's eyes began to swell with tears. Habane-san, please, please don't take Kotori back home.
それを言うために追いかけてきたのか?
What else? What else did I came here to do? Like, oh yeah, Kotori, you forgot something. Here you go. Please.
言ったはずです。これは私たち家族の問題だと。
I don't give a shit about your family, okay? I heard about your wife, about her collapsing, and I don't give a fuck.
それを知っていて、まだそんなことを。
Because I couldn't let this happen to Kotori. You told me on the phone, remember? How Kotori lying to you was your own fault? Kotori doesn't hate you. Even now, she still deeply cares about you. Despite all that, she lied to you. Don't you understand now why she did that? I was basically pleading at this point. Come on, sir, you gotta realize yourself.
だからこうして、その間違いを正し、また元の家族に戻ろうとしているんじゃないか。
What do you mean, fix this? Fix what? Do you want her to lie to you again? This paper airplane was an SOS from Kotori. She was sending help like she was stranded on an island. An inhabited island. This was the only way she could ask for help. You have to understand what she wants. She never said that by phone or by messages. Everything Kotori was saying indicated that she was going to go back home. Those were her words, right? But the paper airplane, that was a message from her heart. That was straight from her heart, the truth. She couldn't lie about that. Except for this paper airplane. She couldn't hide her true feelings. That would have been betraying herself. fooling this paper airplane was an SOS from Kotori's heart. See? Kotori said that if she was able to fly through the morning glory, that she will have taken back her future. Right. Whether or not she'll think she'll be able to realize her dreams or not in the future. You said it yourself, didn't you? How she can't have dreams that normal people have?
それは本当のことだ。
No, that's bullshit.
あなたにだって分かっているでしょう。小鳥が普通の人のように何かをするのがどれほど大変か。
Some things, sure. I silently nodded. Of course I knew that. I had been beside her all this
小
time.
鳥が身に余るほどの目標を叶えようとした時、どれほどの困難が待っているか。
What do you mean, reach a goal that she can't? You're the thing that is blocking her from reaching that goal, okay?
きっと傷つき、苦しみ、大きな挫折を味わうに決まっている。
The heart-wrenching way in which he spoke made it seem as he might have seen Kotori like that time and time again. No, he had to have seen it. He had seen his daughter struggle to recuperate after the accident. So what does that even mean?
何？
Kotori isn't afraid of those things at all. Even after the accident, after losing the ability to use her legs, after all that, she still wants to fly. Does that mean anything?
しかしそれは。
Sure, she's handicapped. She cries easily. She's scared of strange things. If you just look at her, you'd think she's fragile. But she has never turned her back on her goal. She's been courageously pressing forward this whole time. Aren't you just stopping her to prevent your own fears? Your own worries? That's not the same as loving your daughter. Tell him, Kotori. Kotori interrupted what I was saying. I snapped back to reality and shut my mouth. However, her father already knew what I was trying to say. Regardless, what I said, as honest as it may have been, was surely intensely painful for him to hear. Yeah, but guess what? The truth is painful sometimes. If you are going to take Kotori back to Tokyo, there's nothing I can do to stop you. I mean, I don't know. I got a knife, I can slash your tires. It is a family problem. Kotori is still only a student. She can't live completely separated from her parents. But before that, can't you let her fly just once? Let us show you that what we all have been working towards hasn't been for nothing. Please.
お父さん
Come on, dude. Kotori began to get out of the passenger seat by herself. Unable to use her legs, she was hanging onto the door as she began to fall out of the car. Whoa.
小鳥、
She ran over and caught his daughter.
車椅子を。
Okay. I unloaded the wheelchair from the back of the station wagon. Kotori's father gently sat her in it. Watching him do it, I could tell he was a caring parent. Like, I know he's not a bad parent, like, he's trying to do the right thing, and, you know, emotions are just getting the better of him. He's kind of being selfish as well, thinking what he wants and what's best for the family, blah, blah, blah. But, like, you gotta listen to your kids too, man. You gotta listen to what your daughter wants. And she was being held in her father's arms. She put a hand to his chest and said,
お父さん私本当に飛んだんだよ空を雲に手が届きそうなくらい高く
あ
すごく気持ちよくて楽しくてそこじゃ私は体が不自由な女の子じゃなくなるの
あ。でもそれはたくさんの人たちが小鳥のために手助けをしてくれたからだろ。
So? Yeah, but it's not like Kotori is special. I decided to break the silence. No one can fly a glider by themselves. You need someone to man the winch, someone to hold the wingtips, someone to do maintenance, someone to make it. So many people are needed to make it fly. Come on, dude, you can't tell me that you got where you were without help either, right? Everybody gets to where they are with help. Everybody needs some help. Everybody gets some help.
ねえお父さん飛ばせて私飛びたいの最後に一度だけでいいそしたらおとなしく家へ帰るから
Just We can talk about her going home later. Just focus on this morning, okay? It's like, let us fly, please. Let us show you. Maybe the display of the morning glory and us flying across it, and your daughter achieving her dreams. Maybe that will make him change his mind.
Kotori.
Looking at his beloved daughter, Mr. Habane shook his head. Come on, dude.
今飛ばないと一生自分に嘘をついて暮らしていくことになる。もう二度と自分の翼では飛べなくなっちゃう。この先ずっとただ見上げて暮らすなんて嫌なの。
Her father quietly closed his eyes, then quietly